What's up, everybody? Welcome to my review of the Prodigy H5. This one is in the 400 series plastic. This disc review is sponsored by me. I bought this disc with my own money to check it out because I really wanted to try it out. I have a few other Prodigy molds still in the queue from Michael Gibney and Prodigy, so I'm still working with them. Still appreciate their support. I had reached out. I hadn't quite heard back yet, and I just decided, you know, I'm just going to buy one of these. I want to try it out, so I am the sponsor. It's rare I do that these days. It's pretty wild, considering that all the disc reviews were on my own money for the longest time there. But it's really great to have sponsors helping me out with it nowadays. Hybrid driver, H5, 400 series plastic. You can see, obviously, PDGA approved, made in the USA by Prodigy Disc Inc. Pretty flat across the top on this disc. No real pronounced dome to speak of. You can see the rim profile is extremely rounded and comfortable, very soft edges. Has a little bit of a dip down right on the outer edge here. Very rounded and smooth. Not much going on the underside. It's just a very soft angle and a really, really rounded outer edge. And I think Prodigy really puts good effort into thinking about the comfort and the feel of the disc and not strictly the flight. I believe the way this thing is designed really makes me think that they thought about having a really comfortable feeling disc in the hand. They definitely nail that on some other molds as well, just to have that really nice feel in the hand. And it doesn't sacrifice anything in terms of flight. Still a great flying disc. It's very functional, but really has a great feel. The 400 series plastic is tremendous. Easily one of my favorite plastic types on the market for a good blend of durability, flexibility, and tremendous grip. These ones, some of the newer ones are quite translucent, but they still have a really excellent feel, and I absolutely love the 400 plastic, and the feel of the H5 in the hand is just excellent. 175 grams H5-4 for 400 series plastic. Let's put it up next to a couple options. I was actually a little bit unsure as to what to compare this to for the review, but we have an old Star Valkyrie. Broke this one off the shelf. This one is my first Ace disc. Not super similar in terms of flight, but it's definitely another understable, not super fast driver with good glide, so it's hard to figure out exactly what to compare this to, since it's a very unique design to the disc. Also, we have the ESP Thrasher. This one's probably the most similar in terms of flight out of the discs I carry on a daily basis in my bag. But it's definitely faster, definitely more stable than the H5. The H5 is quite understable. So yeah, great feeling disc in the hand. I love the plastic. Let's talk about the flight of this thing. It is definitely understable. It's extremely easy to get to flip up and ride, which is a great attribute for a distance disc. You don't have to have a lot of arm speed to get this thing to stand up and go, which is great. Great hyzer flip disc, great disc to throw pretty flat and smooth. Let it work out a long flight, turning strong to the right, fading back flat, and coming back to flat towards the end of the flight. Really stretching out easy distance out of the H5. Great hyzer flip disc. My buddy Anthony is really digging his. He's throwing his a lot on those hyzer flip to straight lines. It works out quite well. Good glide to it as well. And one of those discs that's just super easy to get it to stand up and start turning. You can get it to move to the right and stay turned to the right. It holds a turnover very nicely. Or you can flip it up flat and let it ride out a very straight flight with good glide and a pretty minimal fade when it slows down. But really a tremendous disc, great roller disc as well. I think this thing is best suited for kind of somewhat slower arm speeds. I don't think really top power players are going to get a lot of use out of the H5 other than tailwinds, strong hyzer releases to let it flip up and work, or for rollers. Really easy roller disc. I think a lot of people would dig this thing for rolling, especially with that kind of rounded outside edge there. It just seems to stand up and roll nicely once you get it down on that angle, and it has enough turn to it, natural turn to it, that's not hard to get it to stand up and hit on the angle and stand up and start rolling down the fairway. So it's a really great disc for that. Could also be a great beginner distance driver. Once you start getting your form dialed in with your putters, your mid-ranges, you want to step it up to a faster disc, try to stretch that distance, get more of a driver flight out of your disc. The H5 could be a really tremendous option for that. So that's my review. Big thank you to everybody for watching. Thank you for your continued support. Stay tuned for tons more content, and I will check you all very soon. Cheers.